That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Here, before... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more.
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you.
Thank you for the... Sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. But one ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and even success means tremendous pain. Days, I became a physiker to help people, not to...
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking... And yet we never won for volunteers.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on.
You sound like Tyre. It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist. Thank you for helping me remember.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you. Thank you, Clive.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. It beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let...
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started...
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far, in other words, the reactor would overheat, and this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose... Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind. Straight home now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. I failed. Too slow. Too slow. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll,
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Hell.
Excellent. Another job.
And just one
Right. Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship, which is why you need proper shield, a prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it, or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what...
Right away.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Harpocrates.
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? What are these notes around?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. And yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find it.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even them. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply, I shall speak to them and see what wisdom. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we...
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs? Are you sure this list is right? Everything on... I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from... Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find it.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.